Hey, I'm Francis Drake, and I want to be a coach. I want to help people to get forward in life without having to struggle so much, without having to put in so much effort in everything they're doing and not feeling like they're getting anywhere. I think we have built a society, our ancestors had a society where achievement, performance, having an externally perfect world was very important. And I have lived that. I'm 29 years old and I've gone in that excruciatingly painful tunnel vision of trying to achieve something to feel good about myself. I've done that many times, and it has taken me a long time to discover that it doesn't have to be like that. So in this video, I just want to maybe enlighten you if you feel like this is something you are struggling with, and then talk a little bit about how we could do something about it. So you may be able to live a life where you wake up, breathe fresh air deep into your lungs, and you look out and you feel like you are living now and you are enjoying your life now without having to have all of those goals that you have set for yourself. If that's $1 million, a lot of women, fast cars, whatever it is. So first, I just want to talk about how the external world is tricking us to believe that it can soothe our internal pain. It is obvious because we live in an external world, or at least that is the way it seems. And we look at people that have it all and they look happy, right? And this could be taken way back in time when people lived in the dirt and other people lived in castles. And they looked at them and thought, wow, look at those guys. If I just had that, then I would be happy. Maybe they thought that. And today we have other people that drive around in Lamborghinis, have great big houses or amazing apartments with pools and butlers, and they're maybe 22 years old and they already earned $50 million. And you're sitting here in whatever apartment you're in. It may be nice for someone, it may not be. And you may think, what the hell am I doing with my life? And that thought maybe have fallen into your head when you were 15, 13, 12, 22. But maybe you started to do something about it. You thought, if I just work, because that's what you are told. By working hard and by pushing forward, putting in your effort, sacrificing, putting in hours, you will get that money, you will get that car, you will feel admired, you will feel validated by society, your friends will think you're cool, and you will finally be there. And then you can relax and be happy. I've done this many times, and every time I do it, I end up with some type of results that do help people and inspire people. I can give you an example. When I was 25 years old, I moved into this big, great house with one other guy and two guys I didn't know. There was this big cellar, and they apparently like to play music. So they played music, and I was super impressed by how well they played. I was like, my God, this is not a SoundCloud rapper. You guys, they could just get me to go up and sing a song, and I auto-tuned it, put it in the beat, and I was a pop star. And I thought, wow, maybe this is an opportunity here, because these guys are just in this basement. What if we could play concerts? What if we could be famous? And I love the music, I love the art of it, but something within me, maybe the biggest driver, was that if I'm famous, I will be admired. I can earn money. I can look at screaming girls and fans and get backstage and and all that. And I started one day working towards it. It started from passion, from my gut, from feeling that this is something that I wanted to do easily just to create. And the funny thing is that we started to create it. We had 1 concert, 2 concerts, 3 concerts, screaming. Suddenly people were screaming our names on the streets, and we played over 100 concerts. But then I started to lose it because I wanted more. I wasn't famous enough. I was the manager, but still I was there with them all the time, and I got a lot of recognition, but it wasn't enough. I needed more. We needed 100,000 people watching our concerts. I needed to earn more millions into the band. And my tunnel vision sharpened. I lost control over what I was really there for. Days started to blur in, but I wanted to get there. And that was what the gurus online said, right? Just hustle, just sacrifice, just grind. That's what you got to do. That's what all of the greats have done. But what I lost in the process was the feeling of air touching my face, the feeling of my heart opening, feeling of power in my stomach, being there with my then girlfriend, who I now am no longer together, hearing the birds whisper in my ear and the wind in the trees. All of that was gone because days blurred in together, because I was going to get there. And that was the last time I did that, and it crashed. It totally crashed. And I didn't notice it that well at the time, so I jumped over and I tried to start another business because I thought that may be the solution, because then I could earn more money, and if I had more money, then my grandparents would think I'm cool, and my friends would see me driving around in a nice car and think he made it. We went the normal route, but he made it. And I'm not blaming myself for believing this, because it is the hedonic treadmill that many of us are stuck in. But what I lost in that process, in that tunnel vision, in that craving and grasping to get towards my goal, it was now. I lost being present and alive now, enjoying now. I was watching my life pass before my eyes, all those amazing moments, but they weren't enough because I wasn't there, whatever that was. Then I really crashed, and I quit the band, and I quit my journey, and I lost my girl, and everything went down. But in that, I awakened to the moment, and that this time I'm not going to do it anymore. And I started to do research on things that I had discovered long ago, but I didn't really have the experience to know what was going on and what they talked about. And what was apparent was that I was doing a mistake that many people know about. And that was chasing to fill a hole, a need within my energetic body, within my psyche, within my emotional state that cannot be filled from the external world. It has to be filled from within. And from there, I took up many practices that I discovered when I was young, like meditation, like going into my energetic body and trying to release many of the emotional stuckness and the anger and the sadness that was there. The things that I was trying to push down or erase by getting an external validation. And the funny thing is, that external thing, it wasn't even close. And that's the journey where I'm at now. And if you come this far in this video, maybe some of the things I've said have resonated with you. We live in a society where external validation, you see it on Instagram, on YouTube, even so many of the gurus on YouTube and Facebook, TV, that external validation is the number one goal. It trains your subconscious mind to want to get that. But what if I'm telling you that you can actually achieve that happiness, joy within you just by not chasing, not putting in effort, not grasping. And what I'm discovering as well is that maybe I can create my life from this place, and I can actually have many of the things that I thought I had to put in a lot of effort to have. This video I've been filming right now has completely come from my gut, from my stomach, from my truth and my power. And I could never speak this authentically or clearly to the camera when I tried to do my 4 other YouTube channels where I scripted out the videos, trying to get your attention and trying to make you like me. Because I thought then you would buy my course and then I could be happy because I earn money. And that's because right now I'm not putting any effort. I'm still talking, ain't I? So for now, I think the best advice I could give you is that try to think about what I've been talking about and try to go out and see if right now is actually a really great moment for you. Maybe there are some beautiful things out there that you could just enjoy now. And then you can ask yourself, do I have to sacrifice this for that? Just ask yourself that. And we can get more into the body, and then we will be more present. That is what I want to do on this channel. So I'm Francis Drake. If you want to be with me on this journey, you can subscribe or like this video if you liked it, and I see you in another video. Goodbye.